type person. I smile a lot.
For real?
Yeah.
Yes, you want to hear it? Paparatoro, ciao Valentini.
La si Venezia.
Ciao Valentiero, ciao Valentini.
Ciao
Find out that he took this precious angel, Brittany Murphy, from us, and all these people around Diddy seem to be unalived by pneumonia as young, thriving people. I know way more about this than I probably should because I loved the woman, but she passed away in 2009 from pneumonia and anemia because that's normal at 32, right? She also had the same coroner as Whitney Houston, Paul Walker, Tom Petty, Michael Jackson, and Kim Porter, who is his...
Brittany, please come back!
You know Hollywood's on fire when Diddy's legal saga starts reading like season 1 of True Detective VIP Scandal Unit. And guess what name just crawled out of the crypt? Brittany Murphy, or more precisely, her mystery. That's right. Welcome to 2025, where not even the dearly departed are safe from viral resurrections if the tea is nuclear. Yep, you read that correctly. Brittany Murphy, the quirky, magnetic star of Clueless and 8 Mile, tragically passed away in 2009, officially from a 1-2 punch of pneumonia and anemia. But grab your magnifying glass, detective, because the case that Hollywood quietly swept under a shag carpet has come roaring back with a vengeance. And the lighter? A certain hip-hop mogul's legal inferno by the name of Sean Diddy Combs. And in a twist so absurd it might as well be scripted, Ashton Kutcher's name just made a surprise cameo. Because apparently, in the latest episode of Lifestyles of the Rich and Possibly Criminal, the past has a sequel, and it wants answers. Let's press rewind. Brittany dies in December 2009 at just 32. The official narrative? A sad, sudden health crisis. Tragic, heartbreaking, and to most, just unfortunate. But then, plot twist, her husband, Simon Monjack, drops dead 5 months later. Same house, same causes, same eerie vibes. Because when death starts handing out matching couples packages, you don't just raise eyebrows, you hire a medium and call in backup. Back then, the whispers were hushed. A few conspiracy blogs stirred, but nothing took root. Hollywood did what it does best, smiled for the camera and looked away. Until now. Because in the middle of Diddy's exploding legal circus, complete with FBI raids, jaw-dropping allegations, and enough NDAs to shut down the Library of Congress, Brittany Murphy's name is suddenly back in the cultural bloodstream. And no, it's not because Just Married got a gritty Netflix reboot. Enter the Diddy of it all. The man once known for remixing the 90s and reinventing grief with I'll Be Missing You is now one step away from starring in I'll Be Prosecuted Soon, with accusations ranging from trafficking to hush money settlements so large they could fund a small nation. Diddy's glitzy empire is crumbling faster than a Bad Boy Records reunion tour. And as the lawsuits pile up and the secrets spill out like a popped champagne bottle at a yacht party, old stories are suddenly sounding familiar, including Brittany's. So how does this all connect? Well, if you ask the internet's favorite new crime unit, TikTok sleuths and Reddit theorists, the same shadowy names floating around Diddy's scandal might have brushed dangerously close to Brittany Murphy's world. Let's be very clear. There is no confirmed evidence linking Diddy to Brittany. Zero. Nada. But this is Hollywood, where rumor is currency and coincidence is conspiracy waiting for a thumbnail edit. And when old mysteries resurface during the biggest celebrity takedown of the decade, you better believe the dots are being connected with red string and unhinged voiceovers. Let's break down the cast of characters. Brittany, in her final years, was noticeably withdrawn. Friends claimed she was isolated. Her appearance grew alarmingly gaunt. Her behavior paranoid. And in the middle of it all, Simon Monjack, a screenwriter / question mark with a shady past, legal drama, and a controlling grip on Brittany's life. When they both died, same condition, same environment, 5 months apart. People muttered, but nothing stuck. The LAPD closed the file and Hollywood exhaled. But now, with Diddy's secrets spilling into the streets, people are asking, did Brittany know something? Was she connected to a darker scene in Hollywood's underbelly? Were there people invested in her silence? And cue the surprise cameo, Ashton Kutcher. Yes, that Ashton, the lovable prankster turned Silicon Valley bro. Before Mila, before the tech deals, there was Brittany. They dated briefly, but it was enough to get his name reinserted into the latest TikTok crime carousel. And here's where things get messy. People are drawing eerie parallels to another true crime knot Ashton's tied to. The infamous murder of Ashley Ellerin, the woman he was supposed to go on a date with the night she was killed by the so-called Hollywood Ripper. He arrived late, saw what looked like a wine spill it wasn't, and called the police. It's one of those stories that Hollywood can't stop whispering about. Now fans, armed with amateur investigative skills and way too much time, are saying, wait, one girlfriend murdered, another dead under strange circumstances? Coincidence? Or is Ashton the Forrest Gump of celebrity crime scenes? It's a wild leap. But in 2025, facts are just optional props in the content machine. What's driving this frenzy is timing. Diddy's downfall is blowing the lid off elite Hollywood's darkest corners. VIP parties, abuse cover-ups, payoffs, and reputations carefully stage-managed into silence. And suddenly, a lot of closed cases are starting to look more like closed caskets hiding open secrets. And Brittany Murphy's name is glowing under the forensic flashlight. Podcasts are spinning. YouTubers are circling blurry red circles on photos of Brittany at Hollywood parties. TikTok is flooded with "What really happened to Brittany Murphy" videos, all scored with a creepy piano and glitchy text overlays. We've officially entered the true crime cinematic universe, and Brittany's case just got a surprise revival. Is it fair? That's complicated. Is it sensationalized? Of course, but in Hollywood, narratives are as powerful as any police report, and once a story starts trending, there's no turning back. Mainstream media is cautiously jumping back in with headlines like "New questions emerge in Brittany Murphy's death," or "Insiders say case may be re-examined," which roughly translates to "We smell ratings but don't want a defamation suit." Meanwhile, fans have turned Murphy's final days into a cold case board. They point to her weakened immune system, her lack of medical care, the mold in her home, the alleged control Monjack had over her, all suspicious, all previously dismissed, now all fair game. And just when you think the rabbit hole's dry, bam! Someone claims an LAPD insider hinted at renewed interest. There's an online petition. People claim new information has surfaced. Nobody knows what it is. Nobody cares. What matters is the vault door cracked open, and we're all peeking inside. The internet doesn't need proof. It needs vibes. And in this case, the vibe is haunted house with a record deal. This isn't just about Brittany. It's about the entire Hollywood morgue of mystery. Heath Ledger, Anna Nicole Smith. The list of stars who died tragically young keeps getting side-eyed with 2025 cynicism. Were they accidents or distractions? Was it pneumonia or pressure? Was it coincidence or consequence? It's the kind of paranoia that sells headlines, fills comment sections, and feeds an endless appetite for closure where clean answers never existed. And with Diddy's empire imploding faster than you can say Revolt TV, everyone's wondering, if one superstar's reputation was a smokescreen for a criminal empire, how many others were just collateral damage? Is this mass delusion or a long overdue reckoning? Because here's the kicker. Diddy's meltdown didn't just expose him. It turned the spotlight around on his associates, on his peers, on every A-lister who partied in the same circles or vanished too suddenly from them. Ashton Kutcher is dodging questions and praying for silence. It's 2009 all over again. Only now we have streaming rights, social media detectives, and a generation that doesn't believe in coincidences. Hollywood always claimed the show must go on, but no one ever said the ghosts wouldn't want screen time. Like, comment, subscribe, and whatever you do, don't go drinking that Beverly Hills tap water. There's something in it, and it smells like a sequel. See you next scandal.